Hi, I'm Keith Tracton. I'm the designer-developer of World of War 85 series. Storming the Gap is the first volume in that for Lock and Load Publishing, and you're watching No Enemies Here.
Hey, Michael, get in touch with me, man. You know, Fred's waiting to sign your name and a special message. I'm gonna give it another week, then I'm gonna have to redraw. Sorry, man. Michael Malin or Mellon, get in touch. Come on, you want a game? Escape from Hades. For one of the Dream Team. High-Flying Dice Games. And Volume 4 in the Land of Confusion series, The Soviet Raid on Iceland 1985, Cold Confusion. This is a game designed by Paul Rohrbaugh, and what you get is a 1 11 by 17 inch map, 80 unmounted double-sided counters, 1 player aid, and 1 rules book. One Small Step and Counterfeit magazine. The issue game is issue 11, Czech Legion, a solitary game on the elite unit escape from the nascent Soviet Union just after World War I by Javier Romero. Each turn represents 1 month. Units are battalions and regiments. This is an area-to-area movement map. Playtime is about 3 hours. Complexity is low to intermediate. And that's all. GMT and Volko Runke's game Nevsky, Teutons Russian Collision, 1240 to 1242. And what you get with Volko's game is a lot of stuff. So hold on to your shorts, because here I go. A 17 by 22 inch mounted game board map, 1 wooden Legate pawn, 14 wooded Lord cylinders, a small Lord sticker sheet, 12 5x5 cardboard Lord mats, 1 5x5 cardboard battle map, 56 wooden wedges, 66 wooden bars, 3 sheets of markers, 4 decks of 21 cards each, Russian and Teutonic arts of war and command cards, 2 11 by 17 player aid foldouts, and look, I'm losing my breath talking here, and I gotta say something about Volko. First, the guy, you know, he worked in he's CIA, right? And he worked for manhunting. He was a teacher for manhunting, for God's sakes. And then he develops the coin series, right? That's part of the manhunting stuff. Yeah. So, you know, the coin is very successful. And now you got this Levian campaign series he's starting off. That's going to be probably as successful. I know there's going to be another series coming around. I don't know, mushrooms and veganism. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to a guy like Volko, for sure he's talking down to me. What's he gonna talk to me about? Huh? Well, he can talk about beer. I know that much. Lock and Load Publishing is on a literary tear. Literally. They got a couple of books out based on the game A World at War 85, Storming the Gap, First Strike, written by Brad Smith. And also by Brad Smith, another novel, Storm and Steel Second Wave. This is a World at War 85 novel. And like they say, there's not two without three. An Army of Two, a World at War 85 novel by Brad Smith. And to enhance your Space Infantry Insurgent game, Brad Smith and David Heath co-write Space Infantry Outpost 13. This is a Space Infantry novel. GMT and a constant press military history simulation game, The Hunted, Twilight of the U-Boats 1943 to 1945. This is a solitaire game, and what you get with this game is one full color, one half full color counter sheet, 1/3 wide full color counter sheet, rule booklet with designer notes, 5 player aid cards, 6 U-boat display mats, 2 U-boat patrol maps, a U-boat combat mat, 8 U-boat commandant cards, U-boat patrol log sheet, 3 6-sided, 2 10-sided, and 1 20-sided die. And it comes boxed. This is a game designed by Gregory M. Smith and would be published by GMT. Also by GMT and Gregory Smith, Beneath the Med. This is a solitaire tactical level game placing you in command of an Italian submarine during World War II. This is the 4th game in the Hunter series. Oaken Night Publishing and Trial of Strength, 2nd edition. This is an Eastern Front strategic game set during World War II. And what you get with this game is one color map, 41 by 61. This is cut into 3 pieces, 880 plus counters, a rule book, a color game example of play and scenario booklet, 6 player aid cards, 4 player aid cards, 8.5 by 11, 2 10-sided dice, and a heavy duty box. Complexity is 7 out of 10. Solitaire suitability is 5 out of 10. This is a 1 to 4 player game. Time is 5 to 50 hours. The scale, 3 turns per month, 45 miles per hex. Units are corps and armies. This is a game designed by David O'Connor. Compass Games and Western Front Ace, The Great War in the Air 1916 to 1918. This is a solitaire game designed by Gregory M. Smith and will soon be published by Compass Games. AJ Toynbee is celebrating his birthday with a live stream. Check it out. Happy birthday, AJ. ID Jester is checking out Normandy, the beginning of the end. Scenario 1, setup, patrolling the front. This is a game designed by Juan Carlos Cebrian and Nicholas Escoby, published by Draco Ideas. And Christmas comes early to ID Jester. Lock and Load Publishing and Santa Heath drop off some mystery boxes. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer takes a look at Dune of Gale Force 9, Shai-Hulud Muad'Dib. Actually, this I think is a remake of the old Avalon Hill Dune. Yes. Todd of the Itinerant Hobbyist is live playing Squad Leader Tactical Training Scenario Alpha 1. Todd's got another video out called, and listen please, Middle-aged dude counting minis and watching paint dry. And whose face do you see there? The OG. TV don't get better than that! Plus the Itinerant unboxes a 1982 Squad Leader gamette called Crescendo of Doom, plus another video in which he states, middle-aged dude paints World War II minis. Boring vid ahead. I don't think so. And then another video testing the look of painted table mat. Thank you, Todd. Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History has a couple of videos out so far. Field of Glory, Empires, plus Unity of Command 2, number 18. Danke, Jan. I don't know how Jan Heinemann can be a scholar in intellect like that. He's always playing games. He's got like 27 other videos out since the last day I posted. God. Verschnaufen in Livorno is one of them, and Über den Apennennacht, or Nach. There's no T, so it's not Nacht. It's Nach. And Über den Wolken. Yes, Stigler, he's gonna kill me. Angriff auf Grosseto. Yeah. Robert Carroll got in touch with me. He's a guy on BGG. He's got a geek list called Evolution of Historical Small Unit Tactical Board Games. Now, this is not just a history lesson on these board games, right? But you can check them out all these small unit tactical board games. All these tactical board games are there. Just click on it and he tells you complexity, gives you a little bit of a synopsis of what the game is about, sometimes gives you his opinion. Anything you want to know about tactical war games is on this guy's page. Anyways, the link is below. Click on it. Flip out. Thanks, Robert. The Player's Aid, the Player's Aid. It's always the Player's Aid. Anyways, the Player's Aid are unboxing Fighting Formations Großdeutschland Division's Battle for Kharkov. This is a game designed by Brian R. Van Nortwick on a system by Chad Jensen, published by GMT. Alexander and Grant are also reviewing Watergate from Capstone Games. Also on the Player's Aid, a unboxing of Tank Duel, a game designed by Mike Bertuccelli, published by GMT. GIMPY! The GIMPY Gamer continues his review-through, of the Hellboy board game, Part 5. You know, Gimpy's a grognard man, and he plays war games, but he also plays different type of games, like Euros. I think that's cool. You want to know what's happening on the big board? I'll tell you what's happening on the big board. Kevin Bigman and CEO of his domain is playing Korea, The Forgotten War, a game published by MMP, designed by Dean Essig. He's on the 26th turn, if I'm not mistaken. And you don't want to make a mistake with the CEO, because then he calls you, he writes you an email, he blasts you on Facebook, he shellacks you on Twitter, and the guy's connected. No mistakes. The OG, the original Grognard's got a couple of doodads, and the first doodad is an unboxing, fresh from the printer, World at War 85 Kickstarter, plus Space Infantry Resurgent Kickstarter, fresh from the printer. World at War is a game designed by Matt Losey and Keith Tracton, published by Lock and Load Publishing, and Space Infantry is a game designed by Gottardo Zancani and Blackwell Herd, published by Lock and Load Publishing. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has a video out on an ethics rant, plus he continues Vietnam 68 in the springtime. It's the Tet Offensive. This is the B-side. Combat Board Games takes a look at Strategy and Tactics Magazine, a game designed by Jim Dunnigan, The Plot to Assassinate Hitler 1938 to 1944. Combat also takes a look at a battle game book, one with a game inside, The Wild West by Andrew McNeil. Are you subscribed to Combat Board Games? I am. Also, Combat is unboxing Escape from the Hive, designed by Nick Karp, and reminiscing about SPI. The Little War TV guys are taking a step back, way back! In a galaxy far, far away, they are recreating the battle for Endor. I mean, I don't know what rules they're using, but I think it's the one designed by Atsutoshi Okada. But they said something about Fantasy Flight. I don't know, but I suggest strongly you check it out. Counterproductive Games is playing a few laps of La Résistance from Flying Pig Games' future Kickstarter project. This is a game designed by Mark Walker, and I actually had the privilege to play this with him and Galen, and I forget who else. There was a couple of other guys, and this is a fun game. It's a beer and pretzel type game, and you know what? It's a fun game! The Wargamer, Joey Sabin, got in touch with me via email, and he wanted to set me straight, and I'm glad he did. Here goes. The Wargamer has released another Hurtgen Hell's Force Extended Scenario 1 instructional video, with this episode going into detail about constricted terrain. Thanks, Joey. Rough Swordsman Wargamer continues his Utah Spring Battles of the American Revolutions by GMT playthrough, part number 6. Also, Rough is doing part 2 of a playthrough of Castle Itter, a game designed by David Thompson and designed by DVG. Are you subscribed to Rough Swordsman Wargamer? I am. Tim Korchnoi of Bare Balls Wargaming is doing an example of play as Patton and Bradley and Montgomery try to end the war before Christmas 1944. This is 1944, Race to the Rhine by Phalanx Games. And Barebones, the grognard that he is, takes R&R and plays a game called Horrified. He actually reviews it. Liz Davidson of Beyond Solitaire interviews David Thompson at Paxu and talks Sniper Elite. Thursday Night Gamers continue with the Library of Napoleonic Battles. October 13th to 14th, 1806, the two battles of Jena and Austedt. Wayne Hansen, in his recon segment, does Bastogne, Screaming Eagles Under Siege. This is a game designed by Dean Essig and published by Multi-Man Publishing in the Standard Combat series. You got that, Kevin? SCS. How's that? Bleh. Awakening the Bear, 3rd edition, available now. Storms of Steel, 3rd edition, available now. Mark Walker gives a description of his new game, La Résistance, from Flying Pig Games, soon to be kickstarted on the channel, obviously. Check it out.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of Wargame Review Institutions. The first game we're doing a first look at on our YouTube channel is Conflict of Heroes, the Guadalcanal edition. It's a nice World War II war game with really good components. Take a look. Next game we're doing a first look at on our YouTube channel is Struggle for the Throne Star Trek 3 from FASA. It's an old micro game from the 1980s where Klingon admirals are vying for power. They can cooperate, they can backstab each other. It looks really interesting. I hope to try it soon. The next game we're doing a playthrough on our YouTube channel is Postcard from the Revolution. It's, as far as I know, the first postcard war game. Don't know if it's the first postcard board game, but looks like a really simple war game. I just wanted to show it to you guys for nostalgia reasons. On our website, we'll be doing a review of Rogers Rangers from Decision Games. It's a French and Indian war game where you take the Rangers and run various different missions. It's low complexity. I like the game. Take a look at the review. I think you'll like it. Hope to see you guys soon on our website and on our YouTube channel. Have a good evening.
Good luck to y'all, and I wanted to show you something. Hold on. Where is it? Sorry. Can't find it. See you later. BLASTPOP! BLASTPOP does an MBT unboxing the expansion, the Federal Republic of Germany, FRG. A game designed by James M. Day, published by GMT. Now, I knew a woman from Mexico who was my friend's wife. Anyways, once we were talking, and she says she likes to work out at Limca. Inca. I don't know what Limca is. And she likes to shop at the IGA. I don't know what IGA is. And then it dawned on me. She means like Inca. She means YMCA. So she took the abbreviation for the word. And IGA is Independent Grocers Association. That's a grocery store here in Quebec, Canada, whatever. And she would call it IGA. So if she was talking about this game, it would be BLASTPOP takes a look at Ferg, an expansion by GIMPY. Hey, it is what it is.
A game for gamers, made by gamers, by Flying Pig Games.
The War Game Reviewer in Spanish does a video on concepts and types of war games. The Lone Diceman does an unboxing of Shadows of Malice, revised second printing, a game of epic fantasy, a cooperative game of epic fantasy. And Gilbert Collins takes a look at Napoleon at Waterloo from SPI 1971. And in his description, he says, this fascinating introductory game released for free back in 1971 to attract new members to the wargaming hobby. ARDWULF of ARDWULF'S LAIR is unboxing Pacific Tide, the United States versus Japan 1941 to 1945, a game designed by Gregory M. Smith, published by Compass Gate. And Artie also does a spotlight at the Compass Game Expo of 1812, War on the Great Lakes Frontier.
Prostate cancer. Have you or somebody you know been recently diagnosed? Overwhelmed? Embarrassed? Get information and listen to 52 conversations from guys just like you.
From Madrid, Spain, Draco Ideas, 2GM Pacific World War II game is back. This is a Pacific standalone title fully compatible with the 2GM Tactics series games and expansions. Phalanx Games and 1941 Race to Moscow. How to plan and execute the largest military campaign in history? Find out in a 3 to 5 player 90-minute logistic take on Operation Barbarossa. Compass Games and Napoleon's Eagles, Storm in the East. This is a card-driven game designed to play through two famous battles of the late Napoleonic era, Borodino and Leipzig. This is a game designed by Christopher Moeller, and what you get with this game are cards. Lots of cards, a rulebook, player aid charts, setup cards, a deck of 42 Borodino cards, a deck of 62 Leipzig cards, a deck of 52 French playing cards, and 52 Coalition playing cards, plus 31 other cards, and a box and a lid. Fort Circle Games and the Shores of Tripoli. The Shores of Tripoli tasks 1 or 2 players to recreate the swashbuckling episode from early American history. What you get with the Shores of Tripoli is one beautiful 11 by 34 inch mounted game map, rulebook, historical booklet, 3 27 card decks, 2 player aid sheets, 82 wooden pieces including frigates, gunboats, corsairs, 24 dice, and several historical documents from the conflict and other educational assets. Faina has a podcast out, episode 38, News from the Front. And Mauro's been busy with episode 39, Collecting, episode 40, Causas Belli Taurinorum, and episode 41, a GMT game, Army Group South. Also, my brother from Italy, Riccardo Mazzini, in his podcast Checkpoint Charlie, number 6. No time, no space. The BFG Con 2020, the Big Frederick Gaming Convention, March 13th to 15th, 2020, in Frederick, Maryland. PressCon 2020, February 24th to March 1st, in Charlottesville, Virginia. If you want to get your feet wet, the Dice Tower Cruise is happening, leaving Fort Lauderdale, January 24th, 2020, and coming back Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. Check out the Dice Tower webpage for more information. In London, England, Cardboard Emperor Strategy and War Games, the 21st to the 22nd of March, 2020, in the main room, Young Chelsea Bridge Club. Another week, another show. Thank you to my patrons. Please support this channel, subscribe, like, and you know what? I don't have much to say. I always blab on. I could blab on for a long time. I'm always blabbing. My pa used to tell me to shut up. I would never shut up. I got things to say. I mean, I've got nothing to say, but I've got things to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Eh? You know, okay, I've got something to say. Shut up!